Yeah, so big surprise, I'm not on a cruise ship. This time last year I was on a cruise ship. You may think that seasickness is the worst illness. You may think that norovirus is the worst illness. Let me tell you what the worst illness is. It's those dang cruise blues. I got them, but there are some ways to make them less painful. I'm going to tell you 10 ways to kick the cruise blues right after this. I got a lake. No Lido. Intro. Oh, I'm trying to get amped up for even the intro. Welcome to the channel. I am really happy that you're here. If you're brand new and you enjoy cruising, this could be a little bit of a downer video, but if you enjoy cruising, consider subscribing with the notification bell on. Get the bell on. Get the bell on. Be part of the notification squad. I'm saying just click the little bell next to the subscribe button. It's all you got to do. I know I'm taking too long. You're not supposed to spend this long until you get to the content. Just ring the bell. Go ahead and hit the like button. I don't care. Hit it. Okay, enough of this. Let's get to 10 ways that you can kick the cruise blues. Number 1 is learn to play blues guitar so that you can sit out on the street and play the blues while you have the cruise blues. It's worked for centuries. It's one way to get I'm just kidding. Book another cruise. The easiest way to fight the cruise blues is to always be booked. Always be booked. A great cruising podcast. We'll talk about that more later. But let's take that phrase, always be booked. If you can pull it up on your phone and you can say, I got 20 days, I got 100 days, I got 497 days, at least you're counting down toward your next cruise. It's a little thing, but it will help you kick the cruise blues. I feel a little bit like Mr. Miyagi. I've looked at the demographics of people that watch this video, and a lot of people are my same age, so you'll get the Mr. Miyagi reference. This is going to be the sand on, sand off, or is that the wax on? Sand a porch, what? Karate Kid, think of it that way. These are the techniques you can use. The crane, these are the techniques you can use to fight the cruise blues. That was always be booked. Number 2, watch some cruising videos. I know a couple people that have, I don't know, 600. The early ones, not that great, but you know, it's a learning process. But 600, it's a good number. If you want to see people cruising, talking about cruising, having fun with cruising, watch some cruise videos. We got some. There's a lot of great creators out there, so you got a lot to choose from. But we got some. Okay, number 2, watch some cruising videos. Number 3, I can't remember. It's wax on, wax off, right? Wax on, wax off. That way, when Johnny comes at you, you can boom. Okay. Number 3, listen to some cruising podcasts. I wish I had my earbuds. Listen to some cruising podcasts. I'm going to recommend a few to you. Cruise Radio, great podcast. Always Be Booked, a great podcast. Both different kind of podcasts, but both give you what you need from a cruising perspective. And then I helped create a podcast called The Cruise Geeks. We did almost a year's worth of episodes. That back catalog is still there. You can hear myself and Jenny and our friends Matt and Sandy, The Cruise Geeks. Some great podcasts. Check those out. Podcasts are a great thing to do while you're driving, while you're exercising, or just sitting around and you don't want to watch the TV. Put on a podcast. It will help you fight the cruise blues. Hoo-yah! Was the crane like this? Okay, let's get serious. All right, number 4. Number 4, and in the hopes of getting serious, I offer you number 4. Take your credit card that you pay for most of the things that you buy with, whether it's your debit card, your credit card, punch a hole in it, put it on a lanyard, and wear it around your neck, and then whenever you pay for something, just clip it off the lanyard, swipe it. It will make you feel just like you're on a cruise ship. That may seem a little extreme. You're probably going to get some looks from people in the public, and I know you might be saying, oh, I got to click away from this video right now because Tony, you're not being serious. Well, look, have you ever tried it? If you haven't tried it, don't, first of all, don't click away. I got better tips. That's just one that came to mind. I might try it. I don't know. I think I could break my credit card that way. Either way, try it, or just wear a lanyard. How about that? Wear a cruising lanyard. It'll make you feel like you're on a cruise. Believe me, I've tried it. The wearing the lanyard, not the credit card part. Wax on, wax off, crane, sand to porch. Okay. All right. That's all I could remember off the top of my head. I'll break the wall here. That's all I could remember. So I have to pull out my phone where I made the list. They all can't be professional videos, okay? I appreciate you coming and stopping by. Don't click away. I know the temptation is to click away, but I got 10 of these. Don't click away. Are you still here? Good. All right. Number 5. Number 5 on the list. Number 5 on the list. Join a cruising community on Facebook. When we first started cruising a couple years ago, there were these massive Facebook groups that had all these interesting names, and you would join them and you would just get lost in the crowd. You get beat up for asking questions. So we made our own cruising community, the Lido Loca cruising community, and there's been a lot of other like-minded communities spring up after that. And now there's a lot of places to go if you're a new cruiser, a seasoned cruiser, and you want to have fun. You can go join these communities and you can talk about cruising all the time. It's a great way to alleviate the cruise blues. I'm trying to think of what a good cruise blues song would be. It's been 80 days since I've been on the Lido. It's not great. I said it's been 80 days since I've been on the Lido. Every day I've been wearing shoes and socks, because in the real world you gotta have something on your feet-o. Okay, look, I'm no blues lyricist. I'm just telling you about the cruise blues. Check this out, we got the guy who's mowing over here. Nah, it's too bright to see. Too bright to see, but you can hear it. Alright, that's what there's no lawn mowers on cruise ships, honestly. Alright, I think this is number 6. Number 6, one way that you can fight the cruise blues. So he's gonna mow behind me. Let's move it. Let's go this direction. Maybe the microphone won't pick it up. Alright, one way to fight the cruise blues, number 6, is go visit a port city where there are cruise ships. The closest one to me is Charleston, South Carolina. It's a very historic city. Like if you pull up Charleston, they're gonna tell you things like go to Fort Sumter and go eat at certain restaurants, but you can also go to the cruise port. Gotta look at the schedule, figure out what day the cruise ships are leaving, and you can see the cruise ships in port. You can also see them leave. Go to a cruise port. There's no lawnmowers on cruise ships. That's what I'm saying. Another cool place Number 7. Much like going to the cruise port is a treat and makes you feel like cruising, except you don't get on the cruise ship, you can go to the beach. Many of the cruisings that you do in North America has some sort of Caribbean component, some sort of beach component, and then that way you can go to the beach and it's almost like a port day. You can go to find a place like Margaritaville or some local bar, have a few drinks, swim in a pool. It might help you out with your cruise blues. We're very fluid in today's video. Very fluid. I hope it's helping with the sound. Okay, here we go. Number 8. Go shopping for cruise stuff, whether it's cruise clothes or cruise gear, stuff for your cabin, new camera, new swimsuit. You get the idea. Go buy something specifically for your cruise. Make a day of it. Go out and have a good time shopping for cruise stuff. It's one way to fight the cruise blues. Look, let me just apologize in advance. I hope you've stayed with me this far. It wasn't my intention to make this sloppy video. I'm usually out earlier in the day, but now I'm glad they're actually mowing. I like to walk over there, but this is, if I stand on this side, will he mow less? No. Okay. I think that was number 8. Number 9. Number 9, the number 9 tip for beating the cruise blues is meet up with some of your cruising friends. We're fortunate here in Charlotte. We met some people on a cruise ship that are part of the Lido Loca cruising community, and we meet up with them every once in a while. It's been a couple of months, I think, since we met up, but we need to do a meetup. Over the weekend, just this past weekend, I got to meet up with some people that I know from cruising, and it really gives you that. You talk about cruising, you reminisce about cruising. It's a cool way to fight those cruise blues. You get to see people that you've cruised with, remember those memories, and it's a good time, especially if you got family members or somebody like that. You can go and reminisce about cruising. You can have a day where you focus on cruising. Number 9, meet up with cruise friends. All right, number 10, and I just did this one. Number 10, and I just started doing this. There's been a lot of articles popping up lately. Oh, I haven't sanded the porch in a while. Wax on, wax off. Maybe from the side, maybe different. Wax on, wax off. Do we really think that, okay, Karate Kid, it was a prolific movie that was out in the 80s when I was a teenager. I'm a big fan of Ralph Macchio. If you saw him in The Outsiders, is a great role. But was it a stretch that this really out of shape, big kid like me could learn karate in just a couple months and beat the best in the county with just a little sand on, wax on, crane? I mean, I know it's a movie, but it was a great movie. Trust me, I love it. But it seems a little, and then you go like to Karate Kid 3 where they're in Japan. I digress. Okay, what are we on? What are we on? We're on number 10. It is, hold on. This is it, man. This is the way you make a video. I'm just leaving it all in. Okay, number 10. Look up what new cruise ships are still coming out. We're about midway through the year. There's a lot of articles talking about what ships are left. NCL Encore, I know that that's coming. Carnival Panorama's coming. And of course, we're either getting or we just got Royal Caribbean's Spectrum of the Seas. Spectrum of the Seas? Is that what I'm going on? Or Ovation of the Seas? I don't know, but there's new ships coming out. And doing that research is a fun way to fight the cruise blues. Number 11, and this is one I want to do more of. A big component of going on a cruise. Okay, a big component on going on a cruise is booking an excursion. Like a tour, like where you can get in a tour bus and they drive you around the port and they tell you about this and that kind of thing. You can do that where you live. A lot of the cities that you live in or cities close by, they will have some sort of historical bus tour. Some sort of historical bus tour, something that you can do, something interesting that you can see. Book a land-based excursion. That's a great way to fight the cruise blues. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Please hang with me. If you like this frenetic style of vlogging, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, don't hit the thumbs down. It's bad for your YouTube ratings. All right, and number 12. Are we on 12 or are we on 11? I think we're on number 12. All right, number 12. And I know this sounds silly, but I love the fact that I have a passport. I think it's the coolest form of ID that I have. Use your passport as a form of ID. So if you have to go to the bank and they want to verify your signature, use your passport. If you're getting carded for buying some alcohol, use the passport. Wherever you can use the passport. Obviously, when you're getting a speeding ticket, you probably have to use your driver's license. Now we got the locust. Do you guys call them cicadas or locusts? So I got mowing on one side. Are you still with me? All right. Use the passport as an ID. Let's see, can I do another blues number? Making a video. Now I'm making a... No, I can't do it. Sorry. I'm trying. This is... Look. My goal is to create something from nothing every day. For my creative pleasure. For your enjoyment. Some days it's lawn mowers and cicadas and cruise blues list. Here's the special one. If you are a creative type, and this is my favorite tip, this is how I fight the cruise blues. Being silly in front of the camera, writing about cruising, doing something creative around cruising. If you have a creative bent at all, even if you're just filming your own home videos, maybe edit one of your videos, that's gonna be my final tip. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna move the camera, but I'll move it one more time. Okay. Those are, I don't know, maybe 13 tips for fighting the cruise blues. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it to the end, give yourself a pat on the back and a gold star. I don't have gold stars that I could send to everybody, but just go to Staples. Do you guys have Staples? Happy Canada Day. If you guys have Staples, go to Staples. Okay, look, I got my normal coffee and I put an extra shot in it. I really feel that caffeine coursing through my veins. Hey, what's up? I just realized when I was doing the edit that I forgot to invite you guys to participate in the comments. So how do you fight the cruise blues? Leave a comment below. Let's continue the conversation, continue to build this wonderful YouTube community. What a great video today, right? Not 4K. I'm 54 days until I go on a cruise. I just want to go cruising, fighting the cruise blues. Hope you had a good time. Tony with Lido, Loca. I put all of our social media links in the description. If you're cool at all, you will follow us on social media. That seems very harsh. I don't mean it like that. It's not like when the Cobra Kai guy said, "Sweep the leg, Johnny." I don't mean it like that. Anyways, in the end, we all win. We win the trophy. They play the cool music. We do that. We put our arm up, and that's the video. See you on the next one. Tony from La Lido Loca. See you on the Lido. Bye.